I don't know, Joe. Welcome back to my channel, you know. Oh my goodness, I need a better introduction. Anyways, now that I've gotten my first video out of the way, yay! I wanted to take the time to address exactly what I see for the future of my channel and the type of content that I want to put out there. And I thought, there's no better time to do it than now that I've gotten my, viewership kind of there. Hopefully it increases. I hope. Anyways, I thought that there's no better way to do it than for me to do some stereotypical YouTube stuff and do makeup while I talk. That'll be kind of fun. Yeah, I already got started because I really don't want to waste time, which is something that I'm gonna address because of my first mishap with my first video. But anyways, I started with my eyeballs already, as you can see, and I think they look pretty good. And I knocked over my mirror. Anyways, I'm gonna continue. If after I tie back my hair and I can't find my hair tie, so I think I'm gonna braid my hair back. And I'm gonna continue with the rest of my face. I don't even have anywhere to be. I just felt like doing makeup because I used to be really good at it, and I haven't done it since my graduation. And yeah, I'm gonna do it and talk. Here you go. Okay. The first thing that I really wanted to address was the mishap that happened when I tried to upload my first YouTube video. When I was editing my video, it was 22 minutes long. And it turns out that unless you're a verified YouTube member, then you can't post videos more than 15 minutes long, which means that I had to upload it in parts, which was bad for my initial viewership because it's just more confusing and it was split funny and it was hard to finish the story. And that's not what I want. I want consistent viewership. I want people to not be dissatisfied. And I want to post good content. So speaking of that, in terms of the content that's going to be on my channel, the very first mission of my whole YouTube channel is to help people. And I feel like I'm a very relatable person. I feel like there are things that I can talk about that people and my target audience is mostly like girls out there can identify with. And I just want to be that kind of light, that kind of person, that kind of makes a way in the darkness almost, and is like, hey, no, this happens and you're gonna be okay and you're not the only one, that type of thing. Because so many people did that for me, and I'm not doing my job if I don't do that for other people. For example, there is a video idea that I have where I recap on my first year of college, and I feel like there's a bunch of things that I could have done better if I just listened. And I kind of want to be that voice that cries out and is like, no, like, here are the mistakes that you can avoid. Here are the things that you could do to improve, especially since I still have friends that are in high school, and I'm kind of, the way that my cousins are spaced out, I'm like the new wave of children that in my family that are going to college. Like, I kind of split between the older and the younger. I'm right in the middle. So especially since I know that, I kind of want to do my best to give some insight on how to make your college experience good. Anyways, that's just what I mean by helping. Second thing is I'm funny. I think I'm funny. I like being goofy. I enjoyed in my first video how I got to dress up and I got to do imitations and different voices. I like that. I'm going to do that in the future. I don't know how. I guess I'll just do it with stories and story times like I did before. But I had a good time. I had a good time pretending. I had a good time dressing up, and I want to keep doing that. And I just think it's funny. Don't know how, but I'm going to keep doing it. Probably another groovy story time or something like that. And I have plenty of stories. Yeah. So the third thing that I really want to address about my channel is that there are going to be times for sure where my beliefs may not coincide with the beliefs of hopefully the viewers I have in the future. And that's okay. You know, that's okay. You don't always have to agree with somebody to be friends with them. You don't always have to believe in the same things to be close to somebody. And I don't want someone to look at me and hear something that I say and be like,
oh, I guess can't watch Joyce's channel anymore because she's always talking about this.
And I'm just to warn like people, like there are going to be certain things that I talk about that have been like instilled in me by my faith or my stance in certain political things, like, and you're not going to hear me say any other way. You don't have to agree with me, but everything that I say is based on my personal beliefs. And I feel like if you don't agree, it's not so much that if you don't agree, you can get out. It's just like, if you don't agree, I understand if you don't want to continue like being a part of my channel. But I just want to say that I'm not a person that believes that you have to agree with me to be friends with me. You have to agree with me to listen to me. Like, we all have different opinions. We all come from different backgrounds. Like, so if people know that, then you should know that my opinion is going to be different and you don't have to agree. But a lot of the things that I say will be guided by my faith. A lot of things I say will be guided by my political stances. So just don't be surprised if I say something that you may or may not agree with. And it's okay. It's okay. You don't always have to agree with somebody. I feel like that's something that a lot of like Americans think that, oh, you have to agree with me if you're not on my side. Like, no, like there are shades of gray in everything. There's no like pure black and white. You don't always have to like be against somebody ever. It's just not, it's not healthy thinking, especially like sensitivity. Like I don't really like I try to be very sensitive because I know that's the kind of world we live in right now. So the type of jokes that I make aren't going to be very like racy type jokes or jokes that will set anybody off. Like, that's not how I am. I'm not a very sensitive person. I just don't want to catch a bunch of like hate in case I do say something that's insensitive. But I will do my best to be as like non-aggravating as possible, because I know what it's like to be like I get it, like it's okay to be funny, but to a certain extent. Like jokes about my religion, I don't really take that very, like, it's not funny to me. Like, I mean, it depends. I don't know. I just don't like crossing lines with people, and I don't like when people cross lines with me, so treat people the way that you want to be treated. Pretty much, like, it's that simple. Hey! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even going anywhere. I just felt like being fun and spontaneous and putting on makeup, and I'm really, really bad at it. Really bad at it. Also, something I look forward to on my channel is having people on my channel. Like, I have a lot of friends who have their own voice too, and it's very unique and it's very individual, and I want them to be able to share that on here too, because I like hearing different viewpoints. I think having just me talk all the time is pretty annoying, and I just want people to be able to identify with other voices that are not my own. For example, even though most of my friends are black, most of my friends are from various different places and have come to various different conclusions on their own about life and what it all means and stuff like that. So you can't always hear what I have to say, because that's not me creating a diverse audience. That's not fair to anybody. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make sure that we hear as many viewpoints as possible on this channel. And it can be about anything. It can be about being a minority at a PWI. It can be about natural hair. It can be about anything. And I just want to make sure I'm not one of those people that makes it so you never hear. I'm sorry, I have to really focus because I don't want to poke myself in the eye. But I don't want to make it so I'm one of those people that you only hear my point of view, when in reality there are so many points of view that you can hear from that aren't just my own, because I'm not always right. In fact, I would argue that a lot of the things that I say are only informed because I've lived a certain amount of years, and I might even change my mind about some of these things in the future. But the more viewpoints you hear from different people, the better. I'm doing my job. That's all that I have to say about what I want for my channel and what the future of it is going to be. But I'm still going to continue my makeup, and if you want to watch, that's cool too. But, you know, I want people, basically I just want people to have a good time when they watch my videos. I want people to look at me and be like, wow, that Joyce, I can relate to her. That Joyce, she's a good upstanding black woman in the community. That Joyce, she's funny. Like, that's really all I want. And if I can make one person in this world be able to say that, then I know I can do it for a lot of people. Because, I don't know. I have a voice. I think it deserves to be heard. I think I'm knowledgeable on certain subjects, and I want to be able to share those pieces of me with other people out there. But I think that's it. And you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that new notification bell, and I'll see you later in another video. Thank you.